Yo, what's going on, guys? Mickey CTX reporting to you again on this Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on this great Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Of course, the great day that we all love. The day that we all are just waking up every day. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're just here hoping that Monday will arrive. No, I'm just joking, guys. But if it is a bad Monday, try to make the best of it. Mondays suck, we all know it, but anyway, so today I will be talking about a great way to end the game. And lately, I've been running around with the G36C, and another thing I've been adding to it is that if you add a rifle or a noob tube to these guns, the actual amount of bullets that come out of it is a little bit higher. So I've been running around with that with the silencer. Now I don't know if it cancels it out, but I still been running around with it, and I don't think it was this class here, but I've been using it anyways on a lot of the classes. So it's just a little tip for you guys. Now I'm running around with my clan, and I keep saying running around because I just woke up. So sorry that I might sound a little tired. It was because I am finals are kicking my ass, and I'm here trying to struggle to stay up. So on this map here, always remember that it's really hard to keep the A flag. Now, whenever we want to keep the A flag, you got to remember that you got to have people posted in the back. Now, it doesn't have to actually be camping, but try to stay by the stairway or between the incline of a B and A. And that's just a little good idea to keep. Now, you don't have to just, like I said, if you want to just go ahead and keep a 2 cap, it's fine, because on this game, MW3, it's really hard to keep a 3 cap on most of these maps. I'm not saying you can't do it, but on most maps, it's almost impossible to keep a 3 cap, because whenever you take the third flag from the opposite team, I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the days, there was, of course, on COD, you could spawn trap them and things like that. So what Infinity Ward try to do is they try to avoid that. Now they're having these kind of like a bat system. I think it's not that they knew it was going to be a bat system, but the system on spawns is just off. So you'll see people just spawn next to you and on top of you and things like that. But one thing that you can always remember, that if you take the C flag, for example, you do a triple cap, they will actually spawn in C still. The last flag that they actually took, but you can't be too close to it as a team, and you also can't be aiming down sight because they will start spawning everywhere. It's like kind of like a fair kind of part of the game that you have to trade and that the system actually recognizes. So that's a little quick tip also. Now another good thing you could also try to do is try to run the support class more on the domination class, because the domination games, because you will need a lot of UAV and counter UAV. So most of the time I just run around with UAV and counter UAV and that's it. But sometimes most of my clan has the same thing, so we're always seeing people on the map and we're always avoiding them from seeing us. And then we also have the either the stealth bomber, or the airdrop, or of course the EMP. So that's the stuff that we usually try to run with to try to avoid the other team on a domination game from actually seeing what they're able to see. Now, yeah, you might see that, you might think that's a noob class, but unfortunately online, that's how you have to play most of the times. And it sucks because, I'd rather have the assault class, but, every time I do it, then they start doing the same thing. But if you didn't know that's a good way to have it, that's a good class. That's a good way, that's a good strategy. So try to do that in your next game. It's going to help you out so much. And also try to run around with a stinger or something. Try to take out their stuff that they're using, the UAVs and their helicopters, and you'll see a big difference on the way you're actually playing and the way they're killing you. So today I'm gonna tell you a little story, guys. I was running around today crazy because of course finals is right around the corner. So I went to school and I went for lunch. Now the craziest thing happened to me, and everything happens to me in a drive-thru. So I was at Sonic's. For you guys who don't know what Sonic's is, it's a American fast food joint. It's actually a burger joint, and now you guys that are from the other country are gonna be like, man, you guys have a ton of those. Yeah, we do, but this is actually more like an old-fashioned type of fast food joint, and the burgers are better than McDonald's and things like that. I'm not a big fast food guy because I like to eat mainly healthy, but I was in a hurry. I'm trying to study. I just want to get it in, get it out. That's what she said. And so I was running around, and I was so busy that I took my other car. I have two cars. I have a Honda, which is the one I usually take to school because it saves a lot of gas, and the other car, which is a 350Z, which is a Nissan 350Z. The reason I don't drive that much is because of the fact that it spends a ton of gas, and gas is extremely expensive. It'll cost you both my legs, and I'll have to come up with my third, and of course that requires for them to amputate my penis. So I decided not to take my my Honda. So I was on the way there, and I was hungry. I wanted to take my my multivitamins and everything because I was already kind of late on that. And so I pulled up to the drive-thru. As soon as I got up to the drive-thru, I turned off the car because it says please turn off the car if it has a loud exhaust, and which mine did because they have an amplified speaker. So I turned it off, and I was already kind of worried before I got there that would happen because I went to the bank. And as soon as I got to the bank, my car kind of struggled for my car to turn on. So the first time I did it, I was like, oh, maybe it might have just been because I left the radio on. I don't know. I knew I needed a new battery, but I didn't think it was going to die on me. So I didn't pay no mind. I went to Sonic's, and I should have known better. Right when I took that order, like not even a second, I tried to turn on my car, and my battery was dead. It was so dead. And to make it worse, the whole restaurant inside, the people from the drive-thru, once I turned on my car, when it goes, it makes that noise, that battery noise. And they all looked out the window, and they're all smiling and kind of like laughing, like, oh, that dude's car just died on him. And I have a nice car. It's a very nice car. So for a nice car to die on the battery, it's kind of odd to see, especially on a 350Z, because those cars are great made. And so they were out there. I was out there for a while. This old lady came up and tried to help me out. And she didn't have her power jumper cables, so I was like, dang it! And I was by myself, and I didn't have no help around me. So luckily, the guys were nice enough to come out after they stopped, I guess, giggling and taking photos and putting it on YouTube and Facebook and saying, hey, look at this guy. Guy's a loser. His car died on him on a drive-thru. It got to a point where I got help from the old lady and help from some guy inside, and then they got a jumper power, the cables, and it wasn't working. The cables didn't work. I was like, oh my god, can anything else go wrong? Oh yeah, it did. It started sprinkling outside, and because it's been kind of like cold weather here in Texas, and there was a line behind me by the time that I was able to actually move the car. There was at least like 8 cars I didn't even see that just got there right at that second, and that lady was like, wow, I don't even know why we're busy. I'm like, yeah, because when it rains it pours. So that totally blowed. And then the lady that was there, the drive-thru, she's like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but did you still want these tater tots? Because that's all I had was just tater tots. I'm like, sure. And she gave me the tater tots, and she felt so bad just charging me, but she of course she still did. And the guy from the inside helped me push my car into the side of the building, and it was like a really nice parking lot, which I left my car there, which is still there right now because I'm waiting tonight for my folks to take me out there to pick up the car. And I actually had to walk home. The old lady wanted to, I bet you if I asked the old lady, she probably would have took me home, but I felt bad. So I walked home, and which was quite some time to get home. So I was eating my tater tots and eating my food on the way back home, because I didn't have a ride home. So that was my story of the day. And if you guys ever had a similar story where you guys got stranded whenever your car died, hey, go ahead, let's talk about that. Comment below and post that on the comments, and let's have a little interesting topic because the whole thing was kind of interesting. I've never heard of anybody's car dying right at the window when you're ordering food. So yeah, that was my story of the day, and I'm hoping you guys are gonna have a better Monday than mine, because my Monday so far has sucked. I'm still exhausted from studying last night, and I'm sorry that I didn't post last night, and that's the main reason. I've been really busy with finals, but now that they're gonna be over with, I'll start posting 7 days a week, six or 7 a week, the way I used to, and I'm hopefully you guys enjoy this new content. Until next time, this is Mickey CTX signing off.